What's up, Skarred Squad, or anybody watching this video, because they have a Shure Sm7B paired with a Goxlr, and they want to figure out what settings sound really good and how to make this combination work amazingly. Also, real quick before we get into this video, if this tutorial helps you, consider returning the favor and helping me by clicking subscribe and turning on that bell. I'm on the road to 500 right now, and hopefully one day 1,000, so I can eventually do YouTube full-time and entertain people every single day. I really do enjoy doing this, but let's get to the video. That's why you came here. Now, I will say this, I do use a Cloudlifter, so if you don't have a Cloudlifter, you can still do it if you put your microphone on dynamic. As you can see here, I just don't know the correct setting for your dynamic, so you're just gonna have to figure out the gain on your own. But I use a Cloudlifter, so the condenser is the setting. If I put it on dynamic, it won't activate my mic at all, and then I give it 32 decibels of gain. So now we're gonna move on to the noise gate. I keep my threshold at -45. The way that you can figure out your threshold for yourself is move this all the way down to the bottom, because now there's nothing. There's no noise gate on at all. You can hear me do anything. You can hear tapping on my desk, just a number of things. This is what gets rid of all the background noise. So what you want to do, you want to click on mixer, you want to come over here, make sure your mic monitoring is on. I don't know why you wouldn't have it on. And you want to start raising this until you get rid of all that background noise. For me, it's about 40 decibels, but then sometimes when I talk quiet, it kind of cuts it. Like here, I'll make it more dramatic so you can hear. So like whenever I'm talking, oh, you can kind of hear it actually whenever I talk normally. It's kind of cutting. Yeah, see, it's cutting out. So I put mine at 45. I back it off 5 decibels just to just so I can sit there and I can whisper into my microphone. That way there's no cutting, or that way my microphone doesn't cut out. Now attenuation, this is that microphone hiss that you get, which you can hear right now. So what attenuation does is I put mine at 90. You can do 100, but 100 for me just sounds a little harsh, because what it does is as soon as you stop talking, it cuts all the noise. You can barely hear it, because I have my ceiling fan on. You can barely hear the background noise right now, the microphone hiss, and then when I stop talking, it's done. So it's just a little harsh for me. It's just a little bit too quick. You could probably mess with the time and figure out what works a little bit better for 100%, but I just put it at 90 because it's much more simpler. And then attack is 10 milliseconds, and then 300 milliseconds to close the gate. So that's the noise gate. Moving on to the equalizer. This is my equalizer. It's basically just a smiling curve. The bass is up a little bit just so it gets some of the lower notes in my voice. The mid-range is pretty much all completely down, and then the treble is matched with the bass just because I like things to match. Slight OCD, so it makes me a little happy. But I'll show you now. Obviously, you should know what bass does. If you lower this, you're gonna lose a lot of the bass notes in your voice. I keep mine at a 1, at a 3, and a 3, just to bring up some of the lower notes in my voice. Mid-range, I'll show you in a second. These, again, you don't want these to be super high because it just brings in way too much treble. So I just matched it. You could play around and figure out which settings you like the best for yourself, but this is how I like my voice to sound. Now this, you don't want this all the way cut off, because it'll sound super synthesized, and it'll just sound over edited. So -5 for me sounds good, but if you take these all the way up, you can hear it sounds so muddled. It's not same with these. It's not a very good sound. Yeah, see? Now I'm actually like really starting to peak, it sounds like. So let's kill all of these again. Take everything back down to the -5 range. Yeah, see just how clear I sound? Actually, this could probably go up to 3. So, and then OCD, gotta do it. But there, now it's a smiling curve. Moving on to the compressor. So for me, I typically, when I look at OBS Studio, Streamlabs OBS, I start peaking around like -18 when I'm talking normally. Obviously, when I'm yelling, it's different. So I put mine just a click above that. So this is where you want your compressor to start kicking in. You need to figure out where you're peaking at and then kick it in right around there. The ratio is how hard you're going to compress it after you start going over this limit. So I just have mine set to 2:1 because I yell a little bit, but a 2:1 seems to work just fine. And like I said, a lot of the times in Adobe Premiere Pro, I'll throw a compressor on just the whole video just to keep the lows and highs down, especially Phasmophobia. That's a fun game. Attack and release are kind of the same thing as the noise gate. Attack is when you want it to kick on when you're talking. Yeah, how fast it is. So like 5 milliseconds after I start talking, and then 170 milliseconds after I stop talking. And then makeup gain is obvious. If I raise this up, I'm going to get louder. If I kill it, I'm going to be quieter. But 10 decibels for me is perfect. And then the de-esser, if you say something like, she sells seashells by the seashore, and then I can't do it, but yeah, you get the point. It's just a de-esser, so it takes away that harsh noise. That noise, it kills that and just makes it a little bit less piercing to listen to on the ears. So yeah, that's really all there is to it, to running a Goxlr paired with a Shure Sm7B. But like I said before, hit that like button, comment below if you have any more questions, and definitely consider hitting that subscribe button if I helped you, because it helps me and it's just returning the favor. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers right now, and eventually we'll hit 1,000. Hopefully one day I can be a YouTuber full time, because I do enjoy doing this and I enjoy entertaining people. But that's it for now. I will catch you guys in the next episode of whatever I upload. Stay tuned, because it's my summer car and things did not get easy. Oh boy. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next episode of whatever I upload. Peace out.
You hate me, but you love me. Low-key, wanna date me when you fuck me. Touch me with the lights off and my chains on. Baby, I'm not the right one, you should wait off.